Alright, Gabriel. I'm coming. I just want it to be known that most of this conversation leading up to the final boss is completely cut from the PSP version. In the PSP version, they replaced the pre-final boss cutscene with a short... I mean, yeah, they replaced the pre-final boss conversation with a short cutscene. A short animated cutscene. And it is not as good as this. I've actually gotten quite a few requests for the PSP version, and the answer is no, I'm not playing the PSP version. Your treacherous ambition ends here. For the sake of everyone in the universe, in the planet Expel, I shall slay you. I shall slay you! This doesn't sound right coming from Rena. This seems like something Claude would say. My, at last you are spirited. But you are too late. The crest of annihilation is already complete. Give up your useless struggle. You are now the only one left. Gabriel. Useless struggle. The only one left. So what? I alone am sufficient for it all. It doesn't matter at all what may happen to the other 9. I only need one person on my side. I am sufficient myself. Is he talking about Philia? Now, Philia, relax and enjoy while I crush these fools between my fingers, and we shall enjoy their dying screams as a prelude to the destruction. Little does he know, Philia isn't all about that. Philia ain't about that life. Alright, one of the best songs in the game. Let's go. I'm erasing you. Let's go. In the PSP version, his badass I'm erasing you is replaced with some other stupid dialogue. Anyway. Very light. Go. Alright. I'm actually gonna play as Claude, so Claude doesn't keep running towards him. There. That's right, revive Bowman, Rena. Did you see Angel Bowman? Unlock him. There we go, Bowman's fully healed. I should just turn off all the other magic and just have the full heal move. Fairy Light. Look at that, he's completely stun locked. Oh god, what is he doing? And now everybody's dead in one hit. Let's go. This part's so cool. I'm erasing you. In the PSP version, his voice acting there is so... I mean, it's different. I don't want to say it's worse, but it doesn't sound right. He says something different. Oh god, he's dead.
Yes. Thank you for stopping me.
You're welcome.
No need to put the light out yet.
No need to put the light out yet. Man, I killed him so quick that time.
My strength is starting to overflow.
I kind of like it better when the game is hard. It's no use. The universe will be annihilated. If I die, the crest of annihilation will be activated. My goal will be reached. No. You know what? I actually think I prefer this game without being over-leveled, without using all the specialities to get a bunch of better gear and stuff like that. I think this game at its default sort of difficulty is a beautiful thing. Your goal, if you annihilate everything, then what would be left to rule? Rule? It matters not. If I cannot rule, then I shall annihilate everything. Why would you do that? You could never understand the annihilation of the universe. That is my mission and my raison d'etre. We were created expressively for that purpose. What? Alright, post-commentary room in here, because I just thought of this during editing. This is a little fan theory I have. So what if, right here in this cutscene, what if this is the original Gabriel talking? Because Dr. Lantis put his soul inside Gabriel, and Dr. Lantis wanted the destruction of the universe. So what if the character talking right now is not the Gabriel we fought. At least it's not their same consciousness. And this is Gabriel before Dr. Lantis put his mind inside Gabriel. Like when we defeated Gabriel, we actually defeated Dr. Lantis. And the original Gabriel is surviving long enough to talk to us like this, to get their final words out. And that is why Gabriel suddenly has this change of heart all of a sudden. I don't know, that's just my little theory. Alright, back to live commentary. Crest of Annihilation was made to be invoked upon the obliteration of our life force. There is now no means of halting the annihilation. Miss Rena, quickly place the Crest of Enchantment on the Crest of Annihilation. What are you waiting for? Do it quickly or we'll be too late. Go, Rena. That's so cool. How the symbols merge like that. What fools. Poor Gabriel. I kind of feel bad for him. I have a little fan theory that this isn't really what he wants. He's just programmed like this because he went mad when his daughter was killed all those years ago. And he programmed these beings in a way that he couldn't really control and everything out of control. I don't know. It looks like it has begun. Because he apologizes when you defeat him. He says, "Thank you for defeating me." What's wrong? Why didn't you say that the Crest of Enchantment would halt the annihilation of the universe? I mean, didn't you say that? Yes, the annihilation of the universe has certainly been halted by the power of the Crest of Enchantment. And what about the shaking? It seems to be getting worse. I'm sure that I had told you. The Crest of Annihilation can only reverse the subject of annihilation. There are not many places that could absorb the energy sufficient to annihilate the entire universe. What do you mean? Yes, the Crest of Enchantment will divert all of the energy to this energy nete. Why isn't there a question mark above Noel and Chisato's head? If that happens, then will energy nete be alright? It'll probably disappear without a trace. Aw, poor Noel and Chisato. Oh no. Don't worry, the energy generated at the time of annihilation will be used to phase shift you out of the energy nete. At the same time, the expelled the past will also be brought back to this space-time continuum. This will grant you your wish. I mean, this will grant your wish. That's not the problem. That's right, Omen. It's better than having the universe itself annihilated. The Crest of Annihilation was something that us Netians created for by mistake. We do not need any traveling companions on the road to self-destruction. By now, Nete has lived too long. You could say so long as to annihilate the universe. There is no other civilization. There is no other civilization that has developed so far. That is now the end of the line for Nete. Is this game trying to push forward a message that if society advances too far, that will be bad? Like everything should stay natural and water should always be clean and no pollution and all that good stuff. Yeah, I think so. Why didn't you tell us? If I had known that everyone in Energy Nete would be sacrificed, then I'd have... Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what Gnarl has been wanting to tell us throughout the game. All those weird times where Gnarl's just like, oh, I want to say something, and then he's like, you know what, never mind. It's because of this. You are also kind. If you had known this, then you would have certainly hesitated. That is why I had asked these two to say nothing. These two? Huh? These two? Who is he talking about? Is he talking about Noel and Chisato? I know. Why don't the people of Energy Nete come with us? No, the Energy Nete is annihilated. We too will be annihilated. We have come to the realization that a living creature that has stopped evolving is not worth existing. This is so dumb! Why not? Rena, Chisato, and Dr. Noel, please live to your fullest as the last surviving Netians. This doesn't make any sense. This is English. This is poorly translated. I know this is poorly translated because of what's being told to me. Because he just said that you can't save Noel and Chisato and that they need to stay behind. And then he said, oh, okay, bring them with you. Yes, I'll work hard. Goodbye, everyone. Oh, Chisato. That's so sad. Well, it is time to bid you farewell. And Chermiz. I'm gonna miss Chermiz from that one cutscene she was in. Gnarl, It's alright, our hearts are strangely calm. I believe this is because our hearts are with you. Well then, please carry your hearts gently. Our hearts gently. Oh my gosh. It's a good cutscene. But I hate it. Oh god. This is so sad. I like how in Valkyrie Profile, which is this studio's very next game, I like how in Valkyrie Profile the exact opposite of this happens. Also, I guess Energy Nede was flat. How about that? Poor Noel and Chisato. I'm not getting the Noel and Chisato ending. I already know I didn't get it. Because I think you need to have them on your team and fight together to get that ending. But in my heart, the Noel and Chisato ending is canon. Also, why is Claude drawn so weird there? I wonder if you look really closely at those shadows in that cutscene. I wonder if you can tell, like, who is who. Like, which one is Ashton, which one is Diaz. I don't know. Time passed. Ugh, boring. I wonder if everyone is doing okay. No, there's no use in pinning about the past. I have to think about what to do from now on. Aw. See, Noel and Chisato being back-to-back together right here just makes me wish I got their ending even more. Also, there's a kind of funny Ashton and Noel ending where they talk about paying rent together. Oh, Diaz. Sorry about not coming by for a while. A lot has happened. Oh my god, this is really depressing. I didn't know about this one. I absolutely did not know about this ending. Did you see me, Sakili? I bet you. Oh gosh, this is really depressing. Where should I start? It's been so long and I have so much to tell. God damn. That was sad. That was really depressing. Woo, in this area there are still a lot of monsters who okay. Yeah, the restructuring of the Kingdom of El should take longer than expected. But I think we have subjugated nearly all the monsters in this area. Oh, that's cool. They're like exterminators. Thanks, Ashton. You really didn't need to come along to do this. Don't give me that. You're treating me like a stranger. There are people in the Kingdom of El who need me. That's enough for me. Aww. I see. I like that ending. I like that one because Noel... I mean, what's his name? Ashton seems content with his dragons in that ending. Pardon me, but I have to ask you two to move out of the way. But might I ask you two to move out of the way? I read that wrong at first. No, my lady. It is not safe. We cannot allow anything to happen. There's no need to worry. I never bungle anything I do. No, my lady. I'll not allow it. You will have to do away with me first. Oh, bother. What is all the commotion here? Ah, it's Chris! Chris! Why, it's King Clother. Or is it Clother? I don't know. What is it? Why the commotion? Why, it's the Queen, sire. She wishes to leave on an adventure. Oh, is that all? But sire, she mustn't. My good woman, expel as many people, but not one of them is fool enough to try and hurt Celine. Do you not know how strong she is? Aw. But sire... Go where you wish, Celine, but remember, you are our queen. Don't forget to return for the Harvest Festival when autumn comes. You're sure it's alright? I knew that the Cross Castle would be too small to hold you, but I insist that you come back uninjured. I will keep your command. Thank you, Chris. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good ending right there. Hey, it's the Claude, Rena, Arlia ending. Good morning, Claude. Have you gotten used to living in Arlia? Sort of. I still can't get rid of my habits from the time I lived on Earth. Hey, Claude. Are you really sure you don't want to go back to Earth? Do you have any regrets? I don't have any regrets. Remember, it was a decision I made on my own. Aw. Such a good fucking ending. Okay, that was Rena's story. I really like this song. This song is so good. I kind of want to listen to it for a little bit. So I liked Rena's story. I like how there's... I like how it's more content on top of Claude's story. Like, this game would have been amazing if it was just Claude's story. But the fact that they put Rena's story on top of that is really cool. But Rena's story isn't as good as Claude's story. In my opinion, at least. It feels like the main effort on the developer's part was put into Claude's story. I don't know. Claude's story is definitely translated better, I feel like. Like, there are so many things in Rena's story that made me go, what? Because the text was a little weird. And I find it weird that I heard, I heard that Rena's story was more story focused than Claude's story, but that's just not true. Claude's story is definitely the main story. But Rena's story does have some cool extras, you know. A playable woman protagonist in 1998 must have made the little girls back in the day happy. You know, they probably turned on the console, saw Claude and thought he looked generic. And then they saw this blue-haired girl and they think, ooh, I'll play as her. You know? And that's a beautiful thing that girls had that back in the day. Because woman protagonists, I try not to use the word female. Woman protagonists were not common. In fact, they're still not that common. I mean, they are pretty common now, but still. But Rena's story feels like it wasn't as prioritized as much as Claude's story. Diaz sucks. I mean, he's cool to recruit, but Rena's story made me hate Diaz. I can't stand him now. I mean, okay, that's very harsh. I don't hate Diaz. I still like Diaz a lot. But in Claude's story, he was cool and mysterious, you know? But in Rena's story, he was incredibly boring. He has no private actions. And that kind of makes me like him a little less in Rena's story. Like, Leon is a way better character than Diaz. So, you know, if you have to choose between Claude and Rena, and you get to choose between Leon and Diaz, then, you know, choose Leon, you know? But yeah, I still love this game. I love Rena's story. I absolutely loved it. I just don't think it's as good as Claude's story, personally. So yeah, those are my thoughts on the game. Absolutely amazing game. This song is pretty emotional after the game and everything went through. In the description, I will put all the endings that I consider canon. So if anyone cares to read that, then I'll put that in the description. Yeah, look at this. This is so emotional. This is everywhere we've been in the game so far. Like, that's the Hoffman Ruins, I think. This is a beautiful game. It is. Playing this game made me feel like I was visiting a lost part of my childhood. As pretentious as that sounds. But I can imagine playing this game as a kid and falling in love with it. But I did not play this game as a kid. So, I really missed out. You know what? I think I'm just going to sit back and enjoy the credits in silence. So that is what I shall do. Thank you so much for watching, Dark Warriors. Their adventure, Fantastic Space Odyssey, has just begun. And I have a little confession. This is gonna sound so pretentious or dumb, but like when the credits are rolling there, and I was just listening to the song playing, I started to cry a little bit. Honest to God, I did. I really did start to cry. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, everybody.